obviously. Because we're gonna go with League of Legends or no points, right?
You don't even say hello anymore?
Huh?
You don't even say hello?
Like as an intro, we can do that too, right?
This guy forgot how to stream.
It's like it's been a while, right?
This guy. He said, alright, record. You guys want to start esports? That's what
Pretty
we do.
much. Well, I mean, we can hit it from the top. Ready? And welcome back to the ADLR Podcast. No, the first line, nothing.
You tainted it already. You just went, alright, esports? That
You don't want to
felt
get
different.
platinum?
Fractions.
Brian has no idea what the fuck's going on. Kelsey's fucking loose.
Yeah, he's over here dying.
Oh,
You see Randall smile?
yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, damn. So anyway, we're back, clearly, and we're starting back with our video game awards predictions right before it airs. We'll have a reaction on that as well too. So for all the world premieres that are just gonna get thrown down our throats. But anywho, who won last week? Hold on, who won last year?
Last time it was Kelsey that won, I think.
Has there been a year that I lost?
There was a year that I won, like maybe the first year, and then I've been downhill ever since.
Randall won 2020,
But you have to make the babies okay.
and
Yeah,
then
when-
Kelsey won last year's. So Brian, you won 20. You probably won 2019 then,
Okay.
and then
This is gonna be the year though. I've been down, I'm washed. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be the year I'm fourth.
or maybe you just needed a break, and now that you know you had the break, you're gonna have. Okay, well I
I don't
tried.
even know what most of these fucking games are.
That's a lie. You know a lot of these games.
Most of these games are.
All right.
Freak.
Anyway, so we're back. We're starting with this. It's in the winter time. We'll come back with more energy. Yeah. So best esports is our first category here, right? We have Evo 2022. What's up?
Best esports event?
Yeah.
Did
I say
best esports?
Did I just said esports again?
Just best
Best
esports.
esports.
Like, yeah, what are we doing?
I need to compete. Is what it is. I just want to get into a team.
Yeah, I think Anthony's drinking too.
No. Wait, you guys are drinking?
Wait.
And Anthony's been hitting them special brownies.
No, man. I've been out for like 4 months, dude.
That sounds depressing.
Yeah, that's why Florida fucking sucks, right?
South Carolina's not any better. We had a guy that was running for governor that was gonna change that, and but this is the Bible Belt.
Oh shit! Not in my town. Hell no. We don't want the devil's cannabis here.
You keep the devil's lettuce out of my town. Alright?
All right. Or I'm gonna get my buddy Rick.
Except they all smoke it. They just want to put people in jail for it. Like, it's ridiculous.
Because it's mine, not yours.
That's true.
That's exactly how they are.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Freak.
Is that your southern version of the freak
Mm-hmm.
bit? That's fine.
Yeah.
So let me try this from the top again. Right. Best esports event. Right. And we got Evo, which I don't even think I watched this year.
I watched maybe top 8 for some games. I didn't even watch the whole thing this year.
Sadness. We got the 2022 League of Legends World Championship. It's like the same guys each year, right? Like it's just except this one.
I don't know if there are other major esports events. That's the thing.
So they just get like
The only thing that got kicked out essentially was Overwatch for Evo. Oh no, Overwatch for Apex. Is that what the fourth one is?
why did you say Overwatch for? You mean like they traded? Is that what you're
Yeah,
asking?
because Overwatch, I think last year was on there.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then Apex Legends was on there. Actually, Dota's not on here, unless that's what the mid-season invitational is.
No, theirs is the international. So they Diablo, even the Dota got. 2021 or 2022 sucked.
I mean, that's pretty much it. There's a major Antwerp. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. PGL.
It's probably CS:GO if I had to guess.
PGL Major Antwerp.
That's how you- That's how you
Was the 17th Counter-Strike Global Offensive Major Championship.
There you go.
It's the same games. It's just someone has to get kicked for the next year apparently.
I don't see Valorant going down because that's like the next constant esports thing being streamed. So yeah, we have Major Antwerp, Mid-Season Invitational, and then Valorant Champions.
Hell is the mid-seasonal?
The Mid-Season Invitational? I don't know. I copied it straight from their
Yeah.
stuff. So
Seasonal, I thought.
Oh,
that
apparently
was-
it's a league.
another
thing.
league one. How are you on here twice?
Apparently it was amazing. I mean, think about it. Like, even though CS:GO has been around for a long time, and they've done like majors and whatever, League of Legends kind of brought esports into the spotlight with their huge friggin' tournaments.
That's true. I mean, they were the first ones on ESPN. So
I don't
you know-
want to jinx it, but I'm hoping the same energy is put into their fighting game.
oh, that'd be great because that would do wonders for the whole community in general.
I say that with not wanting to jinx it because multiverses on first week of the beta, 134,000 concurrent players. Right now, Tekken 7 has more than it.
Oof.
Tekken 7 is leading, which not to say anything bad about Tekken, but you have Tom and Jerry playable, and you're below that.
That's wild. I'm gonna go ahead and vote for League of Legends World Championship because I'm trying to get some safe bets to get me right. But I think Valorant it might be another safe bet. But I'm just trying to lead the witness here. You know? No? What you voting for, Brun?
I went for mid-season because if it was that good that it dethroned Dota and then what else? Overwatch? That has to be slapper of the year.
Okay. I guess that's true. Brian got some content there. There's some knowledge about the content there. Shit.
Let me make absolutely sure. Yeah, it says it's a Riot Games organized tournament of League of Legends.
I mean, that train of thought kind of tracks because unless the Overwatch one was just completely canceled and they needed to fill it in. But if
That's
like
my only guess. Do you remember whenever they put down the servers for Overwatch 2?
Overwatch League,
That wasn't all year. That was like a month, maybe, right?
I mean, they shut Overwatch down last month.
Okay.
that it wasn't a whole year thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they should have had all their major tournaments already done by the time Overwatch 2 launched. Either that or they, were having all the players focus on Overwatch 2 and that shit show.
Well, it looks like it
Never
did
know.
happen. It looks like it did happen this year because the Dallas team won for Overwatch. So I guess it just didn't pop off.
Yeah, so that further fuels my game theory things for watching.
Okay, Randall, what are you voting for here?
I go with mid-season too.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with Worlds.
for this one here.
Yep, League of Legends World Championship.
Okay, then me
I
and
mean,
you.
they
Have,
always go that extra mile for Worlds. So
Let this be a show in growth over this this channel's like years because I used to frame one say Evo, and now we all know it's League or League.
yeah, when you have League twice on the nominations, like there's
Like-
nothing you could do. Like it has to be that.
who owns Valorant?
It's free.
Brian,
But
like
it's
the
published by Riot
developer.
Games.
Oh, it's Riot. I don't know what he meant. I don't know if
So
he meant,
that's
like,
technically 3 events that Riot has. They have
Mhm.
Worlds, they have the mid-seasonal invitational, and then they have the Valorant one.
I'm just waiting on when the fighting game drops, and then Evo is no longer there.
Yeah, it'll probably be replaced by
It's
them.
gonna be Riot Rumblers finals or something like that.
There's
I
just
mean,
gonna
maybe.
there's gonna be CS:GO, and then there's just gonna be Riot Games.
Yeah, and that's it.
Basically.
I think that's it for this category. We got best esports coach. I gotta make sure to say the whole category, right? And this is another one where it's, yo, you guys can tell me who to pick because the hell do I know? Well, I guess there's one League of League player here, and I'm probably just gonna vote for him. But we have, I'm just gonna call them by their, I guess, game names because, you know, some of these are pretty difficult to pronounce. So I'm just gonna go with Blade. And then I say that, and the second one's BZKA, right?
It's
Bazooka.
dude. Obviously.
Is it really?
Yes.
Brian, did you know that?
No,
Okay. It's insane.
it's obvious. No, clearly.
Oh, yeah, clearly. I'm sorry. I'm the one that out of the loop here. You have Doom Bros.
You got it. Look at
Yeah, and
you.
then Robin. I'm assuming. Unless it's Roban.
I don't know that one.
Okay. And then we have Score.
I think
And
it's safe to say, Anthony, if you just put 4 X's on that last one,
you guys are all going to go for League of Legends?
No,
Okay.
I'm going with Blade from Natus Vincere.
That's how you... Oh, my God. That's how you pronounce it. I've
Yeah,
always
but-
called it Navi.
that's what they
I
should.
mean,
that's what
Navi is the short. Yeah.
Okay.
when I used to watch Dota Pro stuff, that was a Navi fan. That was like 9 years ago.
That's a long time ago. Roundel, you're up.
League.
Okay. The league. You saying league, or you just
Anthony.
we know we're in the esports area, and then you're just gonna say league until we're done with the esports area?
My final answer is league.
Okay.
Anthony, you put the wrong person on Navi.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're trying to take a point from me. You really want me to be fourth, huh?
Yeah, I sure do.
Freak.
This is my year. So Kelsey's going with okay. I mean, this is one where Kelsey can pull away again. Like we're just giving him free points now. He might know something. I should just wait for him to vote, and then I would have voted.
You know what's funny is I never heard his middle name. It might be esports.
Brian Esports, Kelsey. Best esports team. So we have, and they're all from different games as well. So, you know, pick wisely.
You
We
should
have-
my vote already.
Actually, I might pick different from League of Legends here. Dark Zero Esports for Apex, FaZe Clan for CS:GO, Gen G, or is it something
No,
else?
You said it right. You said
Okay.
it right.
For League of Legends, LA Thieves for Call of Duty, and then Loud for Valorant. I'm gonna go ahead and vote for the Apex guys, Dark Zero, because I happened to watch the finals for that, and those guys are another level.
I'm gonna say LA Thieves because for Call of Duty, that skin is one of the most, like, the highest selling skins for a game.
You think that's gonna transfer over to this
That's
voting?
gonna transfer over. If that many people spent money on it, I think that many people are gonna vote so they can justify their purchase.
Damn, Brian's over here with economic fucking background, like he's okay. Randall, what you doing?
I'm gonna go with league.
Okay,
This is a smart man, though.
yeah, he's. And Kelsey, who you got?
I got FaZe Clan, CS:GO,
Oh, shit.
FaZe Clan. Okay.
but which is I'm gonna laugh because I think the esports coach, one of them is FaZe Clan. Yeah. So FaZe, I bet you the FaZe Clan team is gonna take both of those.
You think so?
You know what's funny? Kind of unrelated. The owner of FaZe is in like some celebrity boxing tournament.
That's awesome.
That's funny. Does he
Yeah.
have? Does he have experience boxing?
No, none of them do. Like they learned boxing for this. I don't even know if it's still going on, but like earlier in the year, I saw them doing matches.
Okay, that's wild. It might have been during the whole like the Paul brothers doing boxing stuff.
A separate league.
Oh. Excuse me. That's fair. All right. Best esports athlete. Right. We have
Damn.
Chovy, Faker, Kerrigan, Simple, and Yay. Not that Yay.
Simple all the way, baby.
I was gonna say
a
Faker's
good call.
familiar, and so is Simple, right? Like I think
Simple's
both of
been on
them.
there for like 3 or 4 years running.
And has he won every time?
I don't think he's won every time. I think he won one
Let me
year
check.
though.
Let me check. I have the history right next to me here.
The only reason I know Simple is because when David used to watch like CS:GO like ranked stuff or high level stuff, he's told me that name before.
He won
Dave,
last
if you're
year.
Watching, David, if you're watching, come home.
Okay.
But Faker, I heard specifically, has not had a good year compared to how he normally does. So I'm gonna go with Anchovy.
Okay. Well, last
That's
year
'cause-
it was Simple, and 2020 it was Showmaker. Or Showmaker? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Simple.
Shoemaker?
I'm going with Simple. Brian, what did you say?
Chovy,
What, Chovy? Okay.
the other league player.
Did you say your vote, Kelsey? And I just spoke over you.
He said Simple.
You said Simple as well?
Me or Randall?
Kelsey. Yeah, it was you. Sorry.
Yo, simple.
Okay. Did I put it on the wrong side? No, I didn't. Randall, what are you picking?
I like to take Chovy for 300.
Okay.
What
But
a follower this
I don't have
guy.
that kind of cash, so he has to sort it out. Best esports game. Like, are we?
I think it's
Let's
all
read-
unanimous.
Yeah, but we'll go through the list. We got Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Rocket League, and Valorant.
I mean, that's actually that was actually kind of tough because, Rocket League has made its way up there, and it's been around for a while, but I don't know that it's ever gotten onto the best esports game.
That's true.
And then Valorant, Valorant's still relatively new, and it's managed to make it up there too.
I think it's between League and Valorant, to be honest.
Honestly, I don't think Valorant's a contender at all.
You don't think so?
The player base alone is like over the years, it feels like it takes longer to do anything in that game. So then on top of that, I think that all the Riot bucks are going to League and stuff.
The Riot Bucks. I mean, I was gonna go with League of Legends anyway, without the insight, but
Yeah, I mean, it says best esports game for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. The only one that's on this list that actually puts out a ton of updates is League of Legends.
so
Well, that's not true. Rocket League actually puts out a bunch of updates too.
But most of it's cosmetic and it's not new I'm a liar. They added new modes and
Maps.
stuff. Yeah, and maps. Never mind.
I know
Disregard
it's
what I
not
just
Dota
said.
because like a month or two ago they announced a character that's coming out next year, so I know it's not them.
Oof.
But it's a ghost lady with a gun. So
So you're back.
yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But I'm voting for League. That's where the Riot bucks are.
That's fair.
Basically,
Alrighty.
Unrelated, but allegedly we're supposed to get one more announcement for the Riot fighting game, like a character, any kind of news. So
Oh, okay. So Brian, you're voting for what again? I'm sorry.
League.
League as well. Kelsey,
League.
Randall.
TF2 for 100.
Alrighty, he's disqualified, and we're not gonna. He's just done. Right, you're out. You're fucking banned from Carvana.
Oh, I mean they're going under, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'd like to take Rocket League for 500.
Let that be a warning to you, because I just put you for League of Legends. You pull that shit again, I'm voting for you. You got it? Innovation in accessibility. I think we're out of the esports stuff.
Yeah,
So
we
our,
are.
well, our wild card is that's it. And it looks like there's a chance for Randall to pull away, Kelsey and Brian to pull away. I've been the same safe at fucking choices the entire time. So Godspeed. Innovation and accessibility. We have As Dusk Falls, God of War Ragnarok, Return to Monkey Island, The Last of Us Part 1, and The Quarry.
God of War.
I'm going to vote for God of War because usually it would be an Ubisoft game because they go ham on accessibility. They are not on this list, and God of War actually has a ton of accessibility options. So
Yep.
Yeah. I got fatigued going through that list, so I know that they won.
Yeah.
Which is impressive because he spends like 46 hours just making the character's face.
Right? Looking at that fucking menu.
That's the thing, Kelsey. Is that I can't do that in this game, so I have to do it somewhere.
Got it. He had to simulate. Simulate. Brian, so you doing God of War as well?
Yeah.
Kelsey doing God of War as well?
Of course.
And Randall.
God of War.
What a
Alrighty.
follower,
He's
this
just
guy.
following everybody, dude. I'm so
Honestly,
sick of
dude.
it. Best adaptation.
Adaptation.
Adaptation. Adapt. Yeah, I can't fucking read. Adaptation, sorry. We have Arcane, League of Legends, Cyberpunk, Edge Runners, The Cuphead Show, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and the Uncharted movie. And I want to be completely clear. If Uncharted wins this, I'm never doing these predictions again. I'm not kidding. There's
Dude,
no way.
It's
ahead.
clearly between Arcane and Cyberpunk. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
here.
Yes, it is.
So here's the thing: is that I've only seen one of those shows, and the first three are shows that I heard that had good, like people liked it, which is Arcane, Cyberpunk, and Cuphead. I've
Yeah.
only seen Arcane, but when Arcane came out, I only heard about Arcane. Even from I had a coworker who's like 50, and his kid told him about the show, and he bragged about the show to me before I saw it. So I'm gonna go with Arcane.
I mean, I was gonna go for Arcane as well. I have watched Arcane and Cyberpunk Edge Runners, both good adaptations, but I that art style in Arcane cannot be beat, and that's it.
That shit's gorgeous. It seems like some kind of blend between like just CG and there has to be some mocap in there.
No, it's just it's 3D, but the shaders they're using makes them look flat.
But I mean like their facial expressions and movements. it doesn't
Oh, I'm
s-
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, like it doesn't feel CG. It feels like someone actually did those and then they like made it.
Oh, like
pretty.
mocapped it.
Yeah. But that's my go.
What about you, Kelsey? Look like you're struggling between some there.
I'm struggling between the two of them because I've seen both of them and they were both
Pretty cool.
fucking tastic.
Yep.
Like, Arcane was just insane
Yeah.
with the animations, the voice acting, everything. You know, but Cyberpunk, I didn't watch it in English. I watched it in Japanese, and
Oh.
it was fascinating. I mean, like the take on getting cyberware and all this stuff. It was just awesome.
He's not gonna spoil it, Brian. Chill.
Hey, just in case, I'm standing by.
You know, especially when he gets that dick implant. Like,
Oof, my favorite 2 episodes. Right.
I've seen
You
the
should
episode,
say-
I've seen them, Cheryl.
You should have seen Randall's eyes. They got so huge when he saw that implant.
oh,
He's
I
like-
saw he had the best expression on here.
Yeah, and he's like not even. It's not even close to my size. That's what he said.
I actually heard his eyes from here go boing, boing, boing.
Yeah, sure did.
I'm gonna give mine to Cyberpunk. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Arcane's gonna take it, but I'm really kind of hoping Cyberpunk edges them out.
We're all gonna tie. This is what makes him win.
Yeah, this is it. This is where he pulls away. Randall, your thoughts? Your vote?
I'm gonna go with League.
Yeah, that makes sense. I gotta be honest, you got me. I'm like, is this kid fucking serious? And I'm like, oh, Arcane is League. All right. Yeah, this might be the one Kelsey pulls away with. Because Cyberpunk is recent, so that might be in people's head, you know?
I still need to watch it. I haven't gotten around to it.
It's a good time. Content Creator of the Year. So we have Carl Jacobs, Ludwig or Ludwig?
Ludwig.
Nebelian, Nobrew, and QT Cinderella.
I'm going with Ludwig.
You think Ludwig's gonna win? I am going to
think
give it to Nebelian because he recently quit Twitter, which I hope that probably raised up a lot of headlines and whatever. So he's probably fresh in people's minds. He's the one that gave us a lot of leaks, a lot of what's it called on Twitter, on the gaming industry. You know.
As far as recent, he loses to Ludwig in this as well because his latest headline is today.
Oh, okay. I don't know what it was, so.
Do you want me to do the TLDR?
I mean, if it's, you let me know if it can help vote away. Then yeah.
It probably will.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so Ludwig originally came from smash the like melee community. He got big because he started doing other stuff, and now he's like one of the biggest streamers. QT Cinderella is actually his girlfriend, and they live together, so that's
Yep.
cheating. Two in the same house.
Yeah.
But essentially, there was a whole like a tour or league for Smash Bros. That was lined up, and as of recent, Nintendo basically said you don't have the authorization to do this. So then, because they
After
don't
it
have
was all
licenses-
planned?
so it's literally like 2 days ago.
Oh.
So then, because they don't have like legal licenses to make sure they're allowed to do this, regardless of them saying no, the whole tour got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Today or yesterday, Lud was like, "That's it. December 18th. We're the people who qualified for this. I'm doing the tournament."
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was like, I'm just paying for it. Fuck it. We're doing this.
I mean, he's got the cash. He swapped.
He's a
YouTube
big-
filled his pockets, so.
He's a big proponent for Melee because that's where he came from, and he himself basically is doing all this shit.
Oh, shit. Whoops. For some reason, my vote just swapped. It's so weird.
So that's why I vote for Lud. That, and he's funny, and that on top of that, he did a dance at a party that is now trending. It's called the Luddy. I don't know if you've seen people do it, but
I
it's
have
like a
not.
TikTok thing, it's a YouTube thing. So he has multiple ways that he's trying.
Oh,
to
then
get
it's
people
him.
over.
Then it's gonna be him. That's an easy point. Kelsey, any thoughts on swapping? Maybe pulling away an easy point for you?
Ludwig's the only one that I actually know on this list, so I was gonna go vote for him.
Oh, okay.
Plus, I knew about the stuff that Brian was already talking about. Like he's stepped up for a couple of things and been like, no, fuck it, I'm paying for it because, you know,
Everyone else sucks.
yeah.
How about you, Randall?
Ludwig.
All right, so that's gonna be just a free
Here's,
category.
here's
I
where
guess.
Anthony pulls ahead.
No, I
by
went
negative
back.
Points.
Yeah. You know what? Just in case, I don't care if I lose. I'm going with the billion.
I really hope Lud does win though. He's done a lot. He's gone back to his stomping grounds, which was Smash, and he's done a lot for that community.
Yeah,
that he could. So I really hope he wins.
I'm doing some high risk here. Like after what you just told me, Ludwig's gonna win it. But just in case he doesn't, I'm voting for the billion. Right. Most anticipated game. These are usually fun because this is just hype until we get the game in our hand and then we cry.
This is always easy because every year I look and I see the legend and I know what wins.
Yeah, it's been the same fucking one for like 2 years now. Or has it? Actually, hold on. I have history here. Where's the most anticipated? I do not see it. There it is. No, last year was... Oh, it was. It was on... Both Starfield and Zelda were on there last year.
Which one won?
Elden Ring won.
Oh, okay. I forgot it was on that one.
Because it was anticipated for this year because it came out early this year, so... for
I
good
don't know.
reason.
I feel like games that like miss their most anticipated dates should not be allowed on whatever the following year is.
Yeah, if you say I'm with you on that. Like if I say, "Oh, coming out 2023," and you don't hit 2023, fam, get off my list. Get off of this nomination. You're a liar.
The same thing, but more strict. If you don't tell me on your trailer the exact day, you're not on here.
Yeah, facts, bro.
If you tell me next year, December 23rd, you're okay. If
You're
you
okay.
say fall,
No,
tell me when, and then we might add you.
I'm with you on that.
Freak. How can you
Yeah, I-
anticipate something you don't know when it's coming out?
Yeah, I'd rather them lie to me and be like, yeah, December 23rd, 2023, and then be like, oh, hey guys, by the way, we're releasing it early because we're that amazing.
Yeah.
And then if they don't, it's like, oh well, I knew they were coming out I knew it was coming out December 23rd, so I don't really care.
But no, they like to do it as early as possible to get whatever hype.
Don't
Wild.
tell me a whole like fucking period of time and then think you're most anticipated. I don't know when you're coming out. I'm assuming Steam will tell me when you came out.
Not even. Sometimes it just says coming soon on Steam.
No, I'm like the do you get the emails that say this game's out?
Oh, when it leaves early access or something? Yeah.
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 That's how I know when a game's out.
Oh, okay. Let's start off with Final Fantasy 16. I think that's the Roman numeral for
Mhm.
Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, remake. I don't know why it just says Resident Evil 4 there. It should say remake, I guess, but whatever. Starfield and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
I think we're all in agreement.
I would be in agreement, but Elden Ring beat out Zelda last year. Let me see who won 2020.
so-
Let me see. Hold on,
so
give me
to reply to that, there's honestly, if I'm holding the cap, there's 3 things that could win. Final Fantasy, because they announced this like 2 years ago without any info, and it's Final Fantasy. Hogwarts, a lot of nerds. And then
Not enough
Legend of
that.
Zelda.
The thing is, I don't know how many Hogwarts Harry Potter fans overlap with video game award fans. Like, who's out here voting for this, right?
Even
so
my wife wants Hogwarts
yeah.
Legacy to come out so that she can play.
That's what I was gonna say. To counter what you just said, there's people who don't game that are in it for anything. that
Yeah.
says-
But
that
we,
says Harry Potter or Hogwarts.
I understand, but who is voting? Did your wife go on this site and vote for Hogwarts?
Oh no.
That's what I need you guys to get that context. Is
I
That's
what
got a
true.
notification. It says Kelly. It's just, it's just voted.
So I'm gonna rebuke his claim about Final Fantasy real quick, because 15 was garbage. 7
That's-
has the 7 remake. While it got some praise, it's had a lot of controversy with some of the things that they've been doing with it. And 16, it looks cool. It definitely has a lot better. It definitely has a lot better looking feel to it than 15 did. But I don't know that there's enough Square fans anymore to really be like, oh my god, this is a shit.
Let me stop you right there. I'm gonna rebuke your rebook. You've played every Final Fantasy besides the MMO, and you did not like 15. So the people who like Final Fantasy as a title will play this because it's a new thing.
I mean, I'm gonna play it too, but it doesn't mean that I'm excited for it. We're talking about the most anticipated game. Like that, just because I'm gonna play it doesn't mean that I'm like, oh yeah, great. This is all the It's not like Elden Ring where I'm like, dude, I will sacrifice lambs here to get a hold of this.
speaking
Okay.
of which, you know how we complain about the games crossing over? Elden Ring was on 2020 and 2021 for anticipated.
But did it win 2020?
I don't
Yes,
think so.
it won both
Years?
2 years in a row.
Won both years.
Elden Ring in
See,
Is that
2020.
on here?
I don't see. That's why I just don't like that, because now you have games on here that are like, oh yeah, we're gonna be out next year, and then they don't come out, and it's like, so the anticipation award is just worthless.
Yeah.
You know.
Now that Elden Ring is not on this list, right? The rest have a chance.
I think it's free. But if 2 other games won, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's no FromSoft. I think Legend of Zelda wins landslide victory, and then he serves us pancakes.
Yeah. Okay, so Brian's going Zelda. I'm still on the fence here. Randall, do you have one? Or Kelsey, do you have one?
Zelda.
Oh, Zelda as well? Okay. Kelsey, what you
Hates
got?
Nintendo. What a follower.
He's trying to win. It doesn't matter if he hates Nintendo, he's trying to win.
I don't know. I mean, Resident Evil obviously not.
No,
Not gonna
I
win.
don't think so.
I have to agree with whoever said that, the people have to actually vote for the game to, be part of this. So I don't think Hogwarts Legacy is necessarily going to win, because most hardcore gamers that are usually following this stuff, that's not that's not like a game that I really see them voting for. Final Fantasy, kind of on the fence with, because it's like you said, Square fans are going to play the game regardless. Anybody who's played all the Final Fantasies, it doesn't matter if they're on Final Fantasy 39, they're just going to be like, oh, this game sucks. Let me get out my credit card,
Just say it sucks as the credits are rolling when they finish it.
because all the Final Fantasy games, people put hundreds of hours into to find stuff and do things and whatever, but it's not like they haven't had one that's been super anticipated since 13 that I
Right.
can think of. Because 13.2 wasn't super anticipated that I remember.
To be fair, when they showed trailers of 15 playing like Kingdom Hearts, they even got me into it.
That's why, like, I was super excited for it because of that, because the gameplay was more like,
That's what I'm
you know,
saying.
God of War, Kingdom Hearts, or
So-
something.
The 16, from what they showed, plays like an action Dragon Quest. At least from the way I'm looking at it. I'm not all of America. But
It looks more like a Devil May Cry game than it does an actual Final Fantasy game, which to some extent kind of sucks, but kind of is nice, you know, because like if you like Devil May Cry, the game's probably gonna be awesome. But if you're kind of a old school true Final Fantasy fan type thing, you want more of that, like the lore and the story and whatever. The gameplay isn't necessarily the gameplay, like the action element of it, isn't necessarily the key takeaway from it. Because like the turn-based stuff for Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 was just fantastic, you know, and it just layered on top of the story.
if it is like a DMC, I think they'll win Square fans over by like how much they put in the back end to make it an RPG. Which I'm hoping, because if it's Devil May Cry 5, that show's ass. If you're not playing with Dante, that show's ass. I was like,
What do you
who's this
mean?
V guy, he can zone? That it was so clunky. I was like, okay, he's the last person design. Nero felt okay. Dante felt like Devil May Cry. So I'm hoping it's Dante fully fleshed out with an RPG side to it. That's what I'm hoping. Non-related to this vote, but I just felt the need to gush.
That's fine. But what's it gonna be, Kelsey?
I'm gonna have to go with Zelda as well, just because like Starfield is one of those that like I'm super excited for, but I haven't heard a lot about it lately. I had actually forgotten about the game until I saw the poster here. You know, it's not been on my radar like at all.
The gameplay they showed. So you know how every Bethesda game has one color and that's their theme?
Yeah.
This one, Fallout was green. This was gray. And when they showed the gameplay, I'm like, once they showed the gameplay, I lost interest.
Oof.
I'm still gonna buy it, but I'm like, this is Xbox 360 era. That's what it felt like watching.
With all that said, I am voting for Starfield.
Boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, for two reasons. One, I gotta find a way to fucking pull ahead with points, right? Like I gotta risk it. I have to win one, right? I just
He's
can't.
trying not to spit all over his computer.
Yeah.
I drew on my fucking sleeve.
I'm gonna stay true as a Final Fantasy fan and switch mine to Final Fantasy.
Oh shit! Let's go.
I'm gonna do it.
We gotta take some
I'm gonna
risks
risk
here.
it to get the biscuit.
Yeah.
No, you should switch too.
You switching, Randall, or
No.
okay?
All over this guy.
Oh my god! Watch Final Fantasy when I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Oh man. The next up, best multiplayer. We have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I don't think this includes Warzone. I think this is just like the base.
Separate.
Right. Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
We know it's not gonna be Overwatch 2.
I hope not.
I have to go out on a limb and say the first three are actually ass to play through. That being said, I'm probably gonna think it's probably Call of Duty.
Oh, you going Call of Duty?
The first three are literally, I can feel myself aging faster playing those three games. From the anger and how shittily they're made.
Multiverses wasn't that bad when we played it on stream.
When we played it on stream, Anthony?
Yeah.
But I played it more than stream.
Oh, I see.
And let me tell you, that netcode
It's harder
is
than this.
it's like 360 days.
Is this like playing on when we were here playing on the multiplayer and for Smash, and you guys are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Honestly, I'm not joking. Equal to or worse than that, because I would say, you know how in Pokemon there's a chance to get a shiny, and like that one's like a different color, different variation. Yo, that's rare. We want this.
Yeah.
That's what it feels to get a good match in multiverses. Everybody's netcode is they have a picture of a router. They don't have a real one. They have a picture of a router in their room, and they swear their internet will work.
Okay.
There's times where a character who latches onto someone, the game's netcode fucks itself, and then it makes me fast fall, and then I die. I go so fast into the dead zone, I die.
That's insane. I don't like that.
Garbage. Call of Duty. I don't have anything nice to say about the playing it. I just play it, and I play music, and I'm focused on the music while I'm dying to the weirdest shit.
It sounds like you're getting emotional there.
Overwatch, I haven't had anything nice to say after the first year Overwatch 1 came out.
Okay.
But that being said, I've never heard anyone say anything about Splatoon at all, good or bad. And
Yeah,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I heard it was good, but I haven't heard anything after it being good multiplayer-wise. So as toxic as the first three are, most people play the first three.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I think Modern Warfare.
I mean, Brian was kind of leading the witness here, but what do y'all think?
I was, for sure.
Yeah. Randall, what are you voting here for?
Modern Warfare.
Okay, that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. I want all of you guys picking the same shit, and then I'll take the fucking risk. Go ahead, Kelsey, what you got? Or do you want me to vote first this time?
No, I can vote.
Okay.
Like, I was thinking about it. Like, Splatoon 3, I think, is the only one on here that I would think is a competitor. Because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I didn't even know this game existed. Like, I'm a big Turtles fan, and I've never even heard of this.
Well,
You know?
Kelsey, I'm here to sell it to you. It's a 6-player Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle beat-em-up game.
Okay, well, first of all, it's only 4. Okay, unless you get to play as Shredder and other people.
You can play as other people besides the Turtles.
You can play as April and Casey. And Master Splinter, I think.
And Master Splinter.
Okay, okay, acceptable. Acceptable.
You see? You see?
And
You
April's
know, but
thick.
I don't know. I feel like that one is still kind of out there. Splatoon 3, like, it has kind of a big following with it. Overwatch 2 kind of blew themselves because they were like, hey, you know, we're going to get rid of all people that don't have an actual phone account. You have to be with, you know, Verizon, AT&T, or Sprint or something. I don't know what Multiversus is.
That is the Warner Bros. Version of a Smash game.
Gotcha. And Call of Duty is the only one that's on here that, like, has the hardcore gamers that are going to get on here and vote to begin with. So I'm going to go with Call of Duty.
Perfect. I'm going with Overwatch 2. So thank you guys for the free point, right? Yeah, right. I'm taking all these risks, and I might get like a score of like 2. Yeah. Da-na-na-na. All right, next category. We have best sports and racing. We have F1 2020. I'm sorry, 2020. F1 22. I can't even see the fucking number. FIFA 23, NBA 2K23, Gran Turismo 7, and Ollie Ollie World.
Well, we all know it's not going to be FIFA.
We all know it's not going to be.
Everybody, literally every news article that I've ever read about FIFA for the last like 3 years has been they copied and pasted, changed absolutely nothing, and sold it again for $60.
Even then, everybody's too busy watching real soccer happening for the World Cup right now to vote for that game.
All right, so you want some inside baseball so I can lead you guys?
Yeah, but push your glasses first.
Inside baseball. 2020, right? Both FIFA, NBA 2K, and F1 were in the category. It was beat out by Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. 2021, same thing. Those 3 games franchises, that year's version was nominated, right? Forza Horizon 1.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so for this year, they're back.
That's why
No, they're
Gran
not.
Turismo is going to win.
Yeah, correct, right?
Anthony, no. That's a spit in the face of Forza. to say they're back and then put Gran Turismo 7 on there?
What do you mean they're back? What are you talking about?
You said they're back. Did you mean the FIFA, like the 3 named, or the driving
The
game?
3 named.
The 3
Okay.
named, yeah.
I thought you meant they're back.
Keep up here, bud.
Yeah,
No,
like what is he
'cause-
talking
Because
about?
he said they're back and then voted Gran Turismo. So I thought he meant they're back the driving games.
Right,
No, I was-
they're back, which is why
Okay.
Gran Turismo is gonna win because those 3 are clearly
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
I thought that was some kind of disrespect to Forza. That's what I thought that was.
No, Gran Turismo's more simulation. Forza Horizon's arcade.
I'm gonna go with Ollie Ollie World because I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know the masses to vote for Gran Turismo.
Yeah, they've become more and more niche. Like I don't know many people who
this
still
is-
play Gran Turismo.
This is as far as the interaction goes for Gran Turismo. Trailer plays. Is that a real car? And then they vote for something else.
Yeah. That's usually what happens when Sony's like, we have a showcase, and I see Gran Turismo, I'm like, oh, the graphics are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm literally like,
Next,
what's
please.
the gameplay? And then I forget this game exists.
Yeah. I'm voting for Ollie Ollie World as well. I thought Brian was gonna pick something else, but
I'm a buster?
Brenda, what are you thinking here? You gonna stay true to your Gran Turismo?
Here we go, look at him watch.
Gran Turismo 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
This might be where he pulls away.
You got some respect for me for not following, man.
Kelsey, what are you thinking? FIFA?
Gran Turismo.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You lost respect as a winner.
I mean, I said that to start with. That's why
Yeah, he
Gran
did.
Turismo's gonna win.
He did. Next category is Best Sim and Strategy. We have Dune, Spice Wars, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Total War, Warhammer 3, 2 Point Campus, and Victoria 3.
Total War.
You think Total War? Ooh,
I don't
easy.
even. Mario Rabbids came out like
A week
either-
ago.
either it's not out or it came out a week ago, and those people who play that game are not gonna be like move their whole desk to vote for that.
Yeah. I think it's Warhammer as well. Because I heard some hype for the Dune Spice Wars game because it's like an X4 type of strategy game, but not for Warhammer. I think has been on the headlines more.
Total War, even without the Warhammer, usually does
Really well.
sim strategy really well, from what I've heard.
Let me look at what's happened in the past. Oh, last year's was Age of Empires. And then
Which is,
Yeah, and then the year before that was Flight Simulator. All right, so we don't have a pattern here, so we're on our own.
well, nobody in this list goes to space,
That's true.
but in Warhammer, there's a lot of space marines.
I thought this is not 40K. I think
I-
isn't. Am I wrong? This is before it goes 40K, right?
You might be
Warhammer.
right. I think you're right.
I don't know much.
No,
Right.
no, I think you're right. They usually say 40K to separate. Yeah, no, this looks like Dragon Age shit. So
So it's
you're
fine.
right.
It's a high fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Got it. What are your thoughts, Kelsey? It looks like you're over there about to put a call on a gamble. You're like, I'm gonna put it all on black right now.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know. I don't know
think
like
so.
any of these games.
I can't even give you like a safe bet because I don't play Sims or
Trust-
strategy games.
I'm gonna go with Victoria 3. No, hang on. I lied.
Okay.
Fuck is
I mean, that was quite the wild throw. Imagine if that won.
you are quite fucking.
I'm gonna go with Dune. Dune was my first pick, and then I was like, I know the Victoria series to some extent, and changed my mind. Was like, nah, I'm just gonna stick with Dune. It was my first pick. Always first pick, best pick.
Okay. Then Randall, your last year. What's going on? Which one you picking? Dune as well. Okay. I mean, you love the movie, so you might as well just stick to the
know,
brand.
What's funny is I've never heard of Victoria, and I clicked the Steam page, and it looks a lot like Age of Empires.
Oh, do you think the
Yeah, but have you
Victoria
seen
might
its
pull it?
ratings? It's trashed.
It's mostly positive, but then the all reviews since the game came out is mixed.
Ooh.
That's also a factor you need to consider.
Yeah, Dune's got a 9 out of 10 rating.
Yeah, but name 3 spice traders.
We have A pepperoni, right? That's a spice, right?
That's
And we
true,
got
that's true.
yellow, red, and green for the other pepper dealer's spice.
That's 4. I said 3, so you're expelled.
Oh, I don't get extra credit. Oh, my bad.
No, you're actually out.
Damn it.
I'm staying with mine. I'm staying with Total War.
That's fine. Best family game. We have Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Like
Did
we all
Randall pick?
Yeah, he picked Dune.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
You good?
The
That's fine.
Colonel.
The
Which one are we on now?
best family game. We have Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Mario Rabbids: Sparks of Hope, Nintendo Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3. I'm gonna go
They're
ahead.
basically all just Nintendo games.
Yeah, they're pretty much. Yeah, they're all Nintendo games besides Lego, and I'm gonna vote for Lego because that game has a lot of content in it.
The exact same for me.
Does it have a lot of content for families?
Here's the thing that I'll tell you is that Kirby you can beat in 3 hours. And I absolutely adore Kirby. This game is very pretty. This game's like, oh shit, we got the 3D vibe to Kirby. We haven't gotten that since N64. Besides seeing Kirby move in different axes, it feels lifeless.
It feels just like the one we played, the one that came out before that was side scrolling, the All Stars one that we played.
Even that felt better because at least they had a whole other like fucking axis that didn't have to worry about. So it's like, well, this is what I know, but this one's like N64 days.
Uh-huh.
And as much as I like Kirby, this shit was a cash grab. At least this was entertaining enough, unlike fucking Paper Mario. But I'm also on board with Lego Star Wars. I think Mario and Rabbids has barely been out for
Came
people
out
to play.
at the end of August. It's been out for a little while, like enough time that people could actually make decisions on it. I don't know. I don't really see how it's a family game though.
Wait, for Mario Rabbids?
Yeah, came out August 29th.
Damn, that's been months, Brian. That's a fast time. Brian has to check it himself like you did not just check it. Hello? Buffering.
October.
Kelsey, you're making me look bad here.
October 20th.
The initial release date is October.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It gave me the initial release date from 2017. What the fuck?
Oh, maybe the first game, because this is a
First
sequel.
game came out years ago.
Which one is this one?
Sparks of Hope.
Sparks of
Yeah.
Hope. That was apparently for Kingdom Battle. I don't know why it gave me that one when I fucking clicked Sparks of Hope. But still, like October 20th, a month is like 2 weeks is enough for people to decide on a game.
But do you think people who like this game will decide upon this?
I don't even know how it's a family game. Like, is it?
Yeah,
I know it's more like
It's single player.
It's XCOM. I don't know how it is a family game. It's an XCOM
like
game.
It's an entry level XCOM game with those stupid fucking rabbits dressed as Mario characters.
that's why I'm confused in how it's a fucking family game. Like, how is this
don't
on
know.
here? Like Splatoon 3, it's at least multiplayer and you can shoot each other. You know, like
Switch Sports, you can play with your family. Dune, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Kirby, you can play co-op. Lego Star Wars, you can play co-op. This game is fucking single player, Kelsey.
That's wild. So the question is, Randall, what are you voting for?
Switch Sports.
That's a safe pick.
Like it sounds like the only two actual options on here are Lego Star Wars or Switch Sports, and even though Lego Star Wars is a co-op game, I feel like the family part of it doesn't really exist, you know, and so I'm gonna have to go with Switch Sports as well.
Keep in mind, Kirby's 2 players, but people know Kirby.
I don't think you're
voting
not-
for
you-
Kirby, but
yeah,
I'm,
but,
saying, I'm just saying keep in mind.
I don't think you're deterring these guys from their picks here.
I'm not trying to deter them. I'm just trying to make sure that they pick the answer they want.
Okay. Well, the next category is best fighting game.
This is honestly, can I just say before you name them,
Okay.
Sifu being on here, this is why Jeff Keighley should be canceled. Because that's not you fight in that game, it's not a fighting.
I see
don't
what you
know
mean.
I don't know who chose an action game to be a fighting game. If this is you, Jeff, new career. Because that's not a fighting game.
I don't think it's him that chooses it. I think it's a board of people.
That board,
So
refresh them.
yeah,
That is not a fighting game. A single player beat 'em up is not a fighting game. The multiverses, I can understand, it's a platform fighter. KOF, yes.
the rest of these are actual fighters.
JoJo's, which is a reboot, a remaster essentially with the extra DLC. To the extent I can take this for this year because they're getting new characters they didn't have on the PS3. DNF Duel, fighting game. Sifu, just put four entries.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That being
Fucking
said,
stupid.
I don't know. I think you listed everything out, but just in case, we have DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All Star Battle R, The King of Fighters 15, Multiverses, and Sifu. I will be voting insta-locking Multiverses, because who doesn't want to pick Adventure Time characters, Rick and Morty? Like, they have the characters. They're well known.
I'm picking
Like-
KOF because that is the most genuine FGC pick out of all of this.
Right?
Randall, what you
I
got?
don't care. I don't know it's gonna win. Tom and Jerry's not playable. But from what a fighting game is,
It ain't
KOF
any of this.
KOF is synonymous with Tekken. It's synonymous with Street Fighter in terms of fighting games. If that does not win, cancel this event.
You don't have to tell me, Brian. If I hear Uncharted wins that fucking best adaptation, we're done here. This will be
Honestly,
the last year.
What you said, if KOF does not win, this is my last year.
Okay, that's fair. Randall, you're
Sifu.
voting. You're picking Sifu.
He said this?
You're picking Sifu. I need you to clarify what you just said, Randall. I don't know if you just.
Yeah, I'm picking Sifu.
Okay. I swear to God, if he wins this category,
I think that just pissed me off.
Kelsey, which one are you going for here?
King of Fighters.
King of Fighters as well. Okay.
Kelsey, he's I respect him.
Damn. Pick favorites in public. Why don't you? All right. Well, now we're getting to the heavy hitting categories here. We got best role playing. All right. We have Elden Ring, Live Alive. I hope that's how you pronounce that. It's a JRPG, I think.
It's Live a Live.
Live a Live. I'm sorry, man.
I think. I don't know.
So, okay. Pokemon Legends Arceus, Arceus, whatever.
No, you said you the first time.
Okay, Triangle Strategy and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So, I don't want to lead the witness here, but 2 of these games are nominated for Game of the Year. So I think 2 of these games are going to win. One of these 2 games are going to win this category.
It might be the 2 that I was gonna gush about.
Probably
Clearly
not.
Elden Ring. Like, why are we even
Ring-
having a
Elden
discussion?
Ring Elden Ring and Xenoblade.
Yeah, those are the 2 that are nominated for Game of the Year. So it's one
I
of
actually
those.
heard Xenoblades is a really good one.
JRPG, yeah.
The unvocal group of people who were playing something besides Pokemon when it came out, I've had nothing but nice things to say about Xenoblade.
I mean, guys, I'm like 9 months late, but my Elden Ring it's in me, right?
That
Like
being said, I own Triangle Strategy on PC because it took this long to come out on PC. And I played it, but I'm gonna give it to Elden Ring because that's the genre. It's get pissed while enjoying yourself. Is
Well-
what FromSoft games are.
we have to keep in mind it's what people are going to vote for best role playing.
Yeah. So again, this game was most anticipated.
That's
Most
true.
people
You're right.
played this, and they had plenty of time to play this.
Yeah, they sure did. They had a
Not
year.
not like Xenoblade, not like Triangle Strategy. They had it on Switch for a while. I think around March is when it came out on Switch, early in the year. But most people got their hands on Elden Ring,
February.
whether they gave up, whether they finished it, whether they fought Millennia, whether they fought Millennia by themselves, and then I pushed my glasses because I did that.
Oh,
I
Or
think
they
Elden-
or they hired the let me
let me
naked
solo
guy
her.
with the pot. Yeah.
His name is Let Me Solo Her. when they hired him, I think most people at least played Elden Ring at some point this year, and I think that wins. Now Randall's not allowed to pick this because he has not played it.
I'm voting for Elden Ring because again the addiction's there, so, and I think it's gonna be there for the rest of this prediction. So Godspeed. Randall, what are you voting for?
Elden Ring.
No, you didn't hear what I said before.
You're banned from Carvana. Kelsey,
Well,
what
you gotta keep in mind that
Nope.
the votes that I'm making has nothing to do with me. I am picking what I think people are going to pick.
Now I hope we all lose.
How dare you? All right, that's
Now-
all I've been
now-
doing for years. You at least won one.
Now I hope it's Xenoblade.
It might be. Again,
Man,
it's out.
it's a decent runner-up for a for the role-playing part of it.
Yeah.
From what
You
I've
know.
heard.
Speaking of which, Kelsey, this could be your time. We all voted Elden Ring. You could,
I already said Elden Ring. That was the first one that was like Elden
I'm so
Ring.
sorry. My bad.
This guy's an intern?
All right, so that's gonna be a free point. I guess that's just gonna be a free category. I guess, or you know what I mean. Next
Come
up
on,
is
man.
Best Action and Adventure. We have A Plague Tale, Requiem, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic.
I have a question immediately.
For who?
How are
In
any of
general.
these other games on here aside from Ragnarok? I wonder that too.
So I have two questions then.
Okay, what was your first question?
Is there any action in Stray? Is it more exploration story?
I never played it. I don't know if there's
'Cause from
any.
what I've seen,
It's
and
the
I've seen very little.
exploration story. I mean, there are some parts where you fight against like these alien-looking things, but
As the cat?
as the cat, yeah, it's more like you're trying to get away from them, but you can do stuff to like knock them off of you.
So it's more of an event.
It's more like a exploration / puzzle. It's more like you trying to figure out how to get from one location to the other by like moving stuff to to locations and stuff like that.
Okay, so
It sounds like it's more adventure than action. So
I don't want to lead any witnesses, but I feel very passionate about this genre as well because
here we go.
Plague Tale did not play the second one. This is the disclaimer. The first one was, how can I throw rocks so no one sees me?
Yeah.
And I stopped playing the first one because I was playing stealthily, and then my little shit brother was yelling, and somehow him yelling in this direction made the guy 180 and turn to me, and I died. And then I uninstalled. I
Well,
don't know
I'm-
if this is the same. I'm assuming she's grown up and she's like, I'm with the shits.
It's
But
it's
that
not
pissed me
much.
off.
It's not much time between the games. The game nails it in adventure, not action. They still have stealth. They just give you way more options for stealth now.
Okay. So it's like more Hitman-like?
Yeah, like you can use different things to deter people. You can set them on fire so you can blind them. You can lure rats and stuff to people. Like they opened up a little bit. They made it more of a playground for stealth, if that makes sense.
Okay. So Hitman will, but just try not to murder them.
Yeah.
Okay. So that I'm going off of this information. Horizon, I did not play it. I was very excited to play it, and then I heard meh reviews all across the board, so I did not buy it. But from what I heard,
Did I review it on the podcast before we
no, but
went on the
I've
hiatus?
spoken to you about this game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did it on a podcast because we've been away for a while.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I have not heard anything from you or from any other people that I watched reviews for. They said anything to get me to play this. They said it's more or less the same, but the story's meh, is what I heard.
For which one? Sorry.
Horizon.
The Horizon game, the sequel.
I actually haven't even finished it. Like, it got super boring.
Yep.
Okay.
The shit part is that like I really enjoyed the story part of it, but it just felt like for whatever reason, this time it felt more like
A chore.
busy work. Yes, it just felt like it didn't feel like I was actually accomplishing anything. It felt like I was just
In the
running
motions.
around doing the exact same thing for every area. Nothing new, nothing like really helpful or whatever. And the story, it's one of those where it feels like they deliberately, went back on a few things and created drama just to make a new story or continue the story. It's like uh what's it called? It's like in Bones. You guys remember in Bones when he like goes off to the war or whatever and then comes back and all of a sudden they're not in love and he's got some new blonde chick, or
It's like a
Castle, they do the same
180.
thing. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Did it? So did the side stuff feel like instead of I get to do this instead of I have to do this?
If you want to upgrade and stuff, they give you stuff to like progress, like XP, and then like crafting stuff if you want to get new equipment. But it's nothing like, man,
It
that
didn't
side.
feel as potent as the first game.
Okay.
It felt like a chore.
The first
It's-
one, I accidentally did everything because it just felt really nice. I didn't play the second one, so I don't know.
Like they added some stuff to the second one where you can like as you upgraded, you get special perks or something for each of them, like on the weapons. But it doesn't feel as good as it did in the first game.
Okay.
Um,
Which is, I was looking forward to it, but I didn't get it because I didn't hear anything that made me want to spend $70 because that's how much it costs on PS5.
Sure does.
It's $70.
Sure does.
But that being said, the two things that it seems like fit this genre that people might vote for is God of War and Tunic.
Tunic was a lot of fun. Like there was a lot of puzzle to it.
Like,
I
you guys,
didn't play it, so I don't know.
you guys already know. I screamed. I think we were still doing the podcast when I was screaming its praises. That game is action and is adventure. Okay, so like,
I still need to finish that one too.
it's really fun. But
Like I actually really enjoyed that, and there's still a ton of shit that I haven't even done with it because, you learn the game as you're going because your character's in a world where you can't really read the language,
yeah,
and so you find like these pages like an old style Nintendo book that shows you how to play the game,
it's fucking fantastic.
I'm when it comes to this game, I smile out of approval because I went to Anthony's house and I went to his streaming room, which you see him in right now, and I saw a loose leaf paper of him drawing the map that he gets for each
Don't
thing.
spoil it. Don't. Yeah, you can't spoil it. That's part of a
I
puzzle.
don't remember. I can't spoil it because I don't know what the fuck I saw.
Okay.
But what I did see was pride in the guy who plays everything on easy, plays everything to autopilot for just content. Try to decipher something in a game, and with no context, I didn't play it yet. That speaks volumes. But that being said, I will pick God of War.
Yeah, I want Tunic to win because man, that game is a gem. But God of War is gonna win this because of mainstream, right? Tunic is an indie game that I don't know how often people played, but I'm also voting for Ragnarok because I think that's an easy point.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Tunic's
there
the only one on here that actually has a fighting chance,
Mm-hmm.
to be a competitor with God of War. I could sort of see Forbidden West if they were like really
Maybe.
into that game, but I don't think it has the cult following or the drive that God of War has.
Yeah. And do we have to ask you, Randall, or do you want to pick Stray?
No, I'm picking God of War.
Yeah, okay.
Have you played it yet, Randall?
He's the only one that hasn't beat it in this cast.
Wait, what?
God of War. Like, what the hell else?
Randall, you're not playing
I mean,
anything
that's
else.
how crazy the question sounds. You know I've played it.
But you haven't beaten it.
No, I haven't beaten it.
What's taking so long?
I'm taking my time.
I mean, I did too.
That's his version of avoiding it, is what he's doing.
I'm not avoiding it. I really love that game. I love the series, so I want to milk it as long as I can.
I can tell by the gameplay hours. You love it a lot, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it took me 66 hours to 100% it.
It's over. It's over. There's not even a new game plus. So
You just-
like, what?
You start another one, another load, and you play it again because if you love it that much, do we need to spell it out for you like that? You play it again. What kind of question is that? It's like he was just born. Next category, best action. No more adventure. This is just action. Bayonetta 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Neon White, Sifu, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Bayonetta 3 even come out.
It sure
Yeah.
did. Brian played, and I think he credits.
I beat
He
it.
yeah he
The
finished.
same weekend I beat it.
Apparently that came out at the end of October. That's the one where that's the one that they changed.
The
what's
voice
her name,
actress,
right?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, you can't tell the switch.
Oh,
And it's what's her name? She's
Jennifer Hale.
fucking amazing.
yeah, she's
she's
not a
femme
new
shame.
kid off the block. Like she's
Yeah,
been doing this for probably
When
2
I see her
decades
name-
now.
When I see her name, I do this just out of respect. I do.
Oh, let him know.
She's femship. I don't play femship, but I know she exists as femship, so I had to salute her.
Gotcha,
But
Commander Shepard.
honestly, I can't tell the difference.
I mean, it's kind of like Tara Strong, just in literally everything and can do hundreds of voices and is just amazing at what they do.
And like, I can't do spoilers, but like she just does a good job, and especially in the story for 3, which is with each 3 games, it's not that the stories what make you play. It's more so Devil May Cry, but sexy. That's what Bayonetta is. Is how can I be aroused while playing as Dante essentially, and that's what the gameplay is, and the story's enough to keep you going. And this one they try to do more of like a multiverse story, and
It's
she
all the
does a good
rage
job
now.
with it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun. I wouldn't do all in and then bet on Bayonetta 3, but it is fun. Modern Warfare is Modern Warfare. Neon White, I watched a friend play it, which is basically a first-person shooter, a speedrunning game, where you platform and try to get through a level as quickly as possible.
Gotcha.
Sifu is Sifu. The game is fun. The only thing is, whenever you see an enemy in front of you, it's 2v1, because you're fighting the person, and you're fighting the shitty fucking camera.
Oh my god.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I haven't played, I watched. Beat 'em up. Fun time. My vote, this is really hard. I don't know what people would vote for.
I think I know where they're going for. I think Seafood might take this. That's just my gut feeling. But my gut feeling hasn't won a prediction yet. So,
What
You know.
what was yours?
Seafood.
He's
Gonna-
asking to avoid whatever you pick.
Basically,
Yeah. I mean, that's a fair strategy. Like, he got that from his Prima guide.
I'm gonna go with Neon White.
I'm
Nice.
going with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, honestly. From what I've heard, is a stronger reaction to the game than how I felt about Bayonetta and Modern Warfare.
Okay.
And Sifu.
Randall, you're up.
Sifu.
Alrighty. We'll drown together
Watch
then.
him win like 4 of these because he just keeps betting on Sifu.
I mean, I picked Seafood this time, so I'm going up there. I'm going to get a point, you know?
What if, and I don't want to jinx it, what if Randall gets a perfect score this year?
That would be it. Then we're done. We don't need to do any more
If you-
predictions,
honestly,
right?
Randall, if you get a perfect score, I'll pay for whatever you need to finish your streaming setup.
He already has everything he needs.
I'll
You
pay
can't
for
pay
whatever-
for what is it called? For the action to do it, right? You can't pay for his will to do it. He
Okay,
has
so
everything he
you know
needs.
If he has everything he needs, I'll pay
Technically, the only thing I need is a lens. But yeah, I mean,
He doesn't need that to
So
stream.
I could have
If
just
you-
bought the lens by now.
if you perfect it, you'll have a lens in 3 to 5 business days.
There you go. What kind of shipping is that? Just you can't get it on Prime?
Ground. I'm not gonna pay more.
Well, you have a Prime subscription already.
I do, but I'm not trying to pay even more.
I don't know what's happening.
Even more.
Next category: Best VR and AR. Excuse me. We have After the Fall, Among Us VR, Bone Lab, Moss Book 2, and Red Matter 2. And I'm going to start off. I'm going to cut anybody off. I have no idea. Right? I
I've never
don't-
heard like Among Us VR. Among Us is the only game I even recognize on here.
Yes. I no idea. Zero business voting here, but we got to make a prediction, so I'm going with Among Us.
There's only 2 games I know of. Moss, because it's that one mouse game.
Oh, they made a sequel? That's what book 2 is?
No, that's the thing. I didn't even know until I went to the voting tab. But
Oh.
it's the same mouse.
So maybe it's a sequel then.
But that being said, I've seen clips of Among Us VR. So I'm gonna go with Among Us VR.
I think Kelsey's doing some R&D right now.
Yeah,
I'm just looking up some videos on it.
That's fine. While you're looking,
he's crunching the numbers.
yeah, he's doing some calculations. He's putting it through Chat GPT right now.
Just to like just to make some sort of educated guess as to what the hell we're looking at.
Yeah. All right, Randall, what are you? While he's looking that up, what are you voting for?
Red matter.
Red matter. I got you.
This is the year that Randall loses.
You never know. I don't know any of these. Like for all we know, red matter's probably popping, and we are over here voting for Among Us.
Oh, the only two that actually have decent ratings,
Is
at
Among
least
Us
on Steam. Well, Among Us got on. Hang on, where was it? Oops. So
Brian,
Among Us.
What did you just see on the screen?
Never mind. So the only two that actually got decent ratings, like if we're just looking strictly at ratings, has been Moss and Red Matter.
The rest have been
Uh,
horrible.
So they both got like a 4.6 or above on Oculus and 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Okay.
All the other ones have been like 7.
Do you guys want more insight into this?
Sure.
All right, so I went to Steam charts, which shows current players, 30-day average, 30-day gain, whatever. Among Us VR, current players and 30-day average is 155 and 183.4.
Oh my god. A point.
Moss,
Average. Sorry.
Moss Book 2, that's the name of it, right?
Yeah.
7 current players, 11 30-day average. Red Matter 2, current players 2, 30-day average 4.3.
Sis.
But let's continue to funnel money into this VR tech because everyone loves it.
I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets an accurate vote. But that is depressing.
All right, Kelsey.
What about after the fall and Bone Lab? Are those on there?
After the fall, you said?
Yeah.
Let me see. After the fall, current players 72, 30-day average at 93.
And Bone Lab?
A contender, and then Bone Lab. 2 words or 1 word?
1 word.
That's wild. We also have to keep in mind the last 30 days. I think some.
Diablo. 322 current players, 267.9 30-day average.
That
Most
might be
players
a-
out of the 5.
That might be a winner. Oh, this could be Brian
I don't
completely
know.
lying
I feel
to
like
us
a
right
lot
now.
of this. I feel like a lot of this comes down
Screenshot
to like when the release dates and things were.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're gonna vote on it when they played it, not necessarily the fact that they're still playing it. Because like you think about like how many people beat Elden Ring once and were like, I'm good. That was amazing. I don't want to play this anymore because I put way too much time and effort into it, and maybe one day I'll pick it back up.
That's true.
Those are facts. I mean, in the last 30 days, that average might not be great because we had some banger games come out in the past 30 days. So they might have just dropped their VR headset and played the banger games.
That being said, Anthony, I gave you the 30-day average.
That's what I'm saying. The 30 average, all of them are low because of that. There's God of War out, but what's up?
But that being said, there's most of these are single digit.
And then some of them,
that are bussing. But
I
that
don't know what
being
to tell you.
said, I've seen quite a lot of Among Us memes. I'm gonna assume when people went through this, they said, "I don't have a VR." Among Us. So I'm
That's
going
true.
with Among Us though.
I mean, Kelsey, you're the last one here to vote. What are you thinking? You look like you're torn apart. Like you just don't
I
know
am,
what to.
because like all of them are just terrible.
You're not wrong, right?
I'm gonna go with Bone Lab, just because.
The numbers, huh? They got you.
He's risking it.
He's a developer, man. That's what we do. We look at the numbers. We make a choice on the numbers, right? Alrighty, next up, another one I have no fucking business talking about it. Best mobile. Brian's gonna vote for one here. I look at him smiling already.
I already know what I'm voting for.
We have Apex Legends Mobile. We have Diablo Immortal, Genshin Impact, Marvel Snap, and Tower of Fantasy. That has no correlation to Final Fantasy, right? That's no
Tower of
okay.
Fantasy is like a low budget version of Genshin Impact.
Okay.
Yeah, think of a futuristic Genshin Impact. Is what from what I've seen. I haven't played, but that's what it seems like it plays like.
Okay.
Yeah, I played it on the PC for a couple of hours, and I mean it's literally just like a Genshin Impact clone with some different tech and weapons and things.
Okay.
It feels more dumbed down in some sense.
It's accessible is a word that we use in marketing now. It's not dumbed down, it's more accessible.
It's more Blizzard-like. So we'll in terms of like mobile games, as much as I hate Diablo Immortal and Blizzard at this point, the game itself is apparently extremely well done for the mobile.
Brian
I'm not gonna vote for them,
strongly
but I'm
disagrees.
just
apparently.
like, you know, like the game is the game itself is fantastic. Aside from the fact that, you know, they're money grubbing pieces of shit.
I don't know, man. I think it's between Apex and Genshin, right? I think those are the heavy hitters. Brian's like, no, speak, my guy. Listen, Marvel Snap.
It's Genshin and Marvel Snap.
Oh
Alright,
shit.
So Apex, I did not play. I have nothing to say. Diablo Immortal, I played. It felt like, what can we do to put the bare minimum in a mobile game to be able to say it's 1.0?
Oh wow.
That's what that shit felt like. I got to level 20, it's not max, so that's a disclaimer. But that shit felt lifeless and like a tech demo. But hey, they gave me a free skin for pre-ordering or for pre-registering.
That's pretty good. You wearing that skin?
Genshin is Genshin. That seems to have a lot of people in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Like other gacha games, but this is 3D. They put a character out. This guy crazy. You need him, and then people farm until they get them, and repeat. Marvel Snap. I realized earlier today actually that Gwent is my favorite card game. This is like a simplified, dumbed down version of that, but with
Okay.
Marvel characters. I played the beta. I stopped playing before the beta ended because I found myself constantly playing it. It's very addictive because games are quick and you can build a deck of, I think it's 8 to 10 cards, and then you run back into matches, and then they're quick, and that's the loop. They have you hooked. At least me. They have me hooked. I'm not gonna put you guys under the bus. They
Okay.
have me hooked. Very well designed. I don't know if it'll live long enough, but as of right now, I think it's the best designed. Tower of Fantasy I've only seen. It looks like Genshin, but futuristic to an extent.
Genshin's been on here a couple of times. They've done
Genshin's-
a
yeah.
great job of making their game mobile accessible, and play really well on the mobile app.
Even on PC as well. It's the same game, like, just bigger screen.
Yeah.
So those are the two that I think will probably win. There's some bias to it, because I got addicted. I think Marvel Snap, but either one of these two winning makes sense to me.
And to continue to inform you guys, in 2020, Among Us beat Genshin. In 2021, Genshin took it. And now we're here in 2022. Do with that information as you
Put
will.
my X next to Marvel Snap.
Tomorrow Snap. Okay.
I'm going with, because Genshin I think had a really big update this year. I'm gonna go with Genshin.
All right, Randall, what you got?
It's not.
You didn't even play it.
But he's seen all the Marvel movies. Okay, so he's qualified. Best community support. We have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. All right. I gotta be honest with you. Why is Destiny on here?
Because they've they've changed it around now that they've gone free to play after charging hundreds of dollars for DLCs and things.
They're still doing
Um,
that.
At the
Oh,
beginning
I
of this
know,
year,
but you don't have to buy all of them. You can just
Yeah.
buy the one.
at the beginning of this year, they released the expansion that you had to buy called
The Frozen
Right.
thing.
the Witch Queen or Wrath of the Queen. Something. There's a W word and a Queen word.
Okay.
But they've been releasing content, paid content, not free content, almost every year at this point. So that's why they keep qualifying for this.
And they also
unfortunately.
don't they they have that vaulting system where they remove planets from people? Like it's
A lot of the way that they set it up is that, like, at a certain point, older content becomes vaulted. It's usually guns. Or, I'm sorry, like, equipables.
uh-huh.
They'll vault whatever quest or whatever you do to get this. And they say, and then it's gone. Then every now and then they bring it back, and then people are like, oh shit! But that's what they do. I don't know if it's a common practice, but it's very disappointing. That being said, before they vaulted it, I got a repeater wife roll.
So you're voting for Destiny.
No, no.
Oh.
I'm just saying what I did last. This was like at the beginning of the year when I did this.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
I'm gonna vote for I feel like every fiber of my being to represent the quiet people that I know
Uh-huh.
we're gonna go for Final Fantasy 14. Because you can play until Heaven's Word, which is until level 60 for free,
Yeah,
and you don't have to pay anything.
that's pretty good.
That's a whole expansion you can play for free right now.
I want to
At any
confirm
time, too.
something.
You don't have to play within the next 3 hours until you get to level 60. And I realize this isn't a stream, this is a recording.
Yep.
I'm hoping these people watch this,
They won't.
but I got you. And hold on.
They won't.
Alright, you can continue.
Yeah. Was it this year that Fortnite dropped no build?
This year or last year, but recent.
Yeah. Okay. So they automatically win this, right?
Fortnite does?
Yeah. If you
What did they drop?
they've dropped the no build mode, where they made the game fucking playable and not a fucking City Sim 2000 every time you try to
Oh.
attack somebody.
They made it an actual BR rather than a builder BR.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fortnite is just, in general, has not had a good rap for the last... What year did it come out?
Oof, bro. I think it's been a decade, right?
You know, like with the major players that have been complaining about them just adding more and more content with bugs and shit, not fixing anything. Like, granted, they're adding content, but they're not like there for the community.
It came out in early access 2017.
Okay, not even close to a decade.
So
What the
when
hell's
you
wrong
say
with
a
me?
decade, Anthony?
Not even close.
You think of games like Skullgirls that have been out since 2011, still going strong.
It should have been in a
Continue,
fighting game.
Kelsey. You think? But no, it's with Sifu and Randall voted for it.
He's out here.
Freak.
All right, what are you voting for, Randall? Best community support.
Final Fantasy.
Okay.
What a f-
And Kelsey, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Apex Legends.
Okay.
I respect that.
I think they've been releasing, you know, with the seasons and things, they've been releasing a lot of updates and, you know, keeping people in the loop and then taking community feedback and actually applying it.
They also
Well-
released control mode this year too, which was a really fun game mode.
The King of the Hill ones? Or, sorry, Domination ones?
The domination one, I loved that mode because I could just get in there and just shoot things up for a bit.
Oh, was it this year too? They did it's not BR, it's like an arena mode.
I thought that was last year. You talking about the 3v3? I thought that was last year. Was it this year
I
too?
think that was last year.
I don't know, I lost track of time the second I forgot how to sleep, so.
Those are facts. Best debut indie. Oh, wait, everybody voted, right? I did Fortnite. Brian and Randall Final Fantasy, and Kelsey Apex. That's correct?
Yes.
Alrighty. Best debut indie. Neon White, Norco, Stray, Tunic, and Vampire Survivors.
Ooh.
This one was rough for the last two for me because
Yep.
Vampire Survivor sprung a whole genre of games
Yeah, it sure
And this
did.
is what this is what I would have voted for. But I know a lot of people like Tunic. But I'm gonna vote
Just
for
me.
Vampire Survivor.
Just me.
No, a lot of people, even on like Twitter,
Oh.
for whatever reason, everybody who draws also likes Tunic apparently. I'm gonna go for Vampire Survivor. Like, oh,
He left.
and
I don't know what
stay
happened.
out, freak. How you doing, man? I was hoping you came back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but
Cat, the cat sat on the keyboard and held the control key when I was typing R, and so it refreshed. Refreshed everything.
that's excellent.
So that being this is a personal pick, but I think Vampire Survivor from how many games spawned off of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see
there
that.
are a ton.
I've hit the time of the night where I'm just hoping that the games I want to win, so I'm voting for Tunic.
That's the Anthony I like.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm going with Vampire Survivors just because, like, I really like Tunic. I love the puzzle part of it, but I put way more time and effort into Vampire Survivors, and you know, like you said, it spawned a shit ton of other games, and you know, I've had several friends recommend all sorts of other things. They're like, "Oh, did you play this?" Because you know, it's just like that.
There's two that I didn't play Vampire Survivors, admittedly, but there's two that I recommend. One is 20 minutes till dawn because you actually manually aim your weapon. It's very fun. The other one, Binding of Isaac, had my soul for like a good 3 to 5 years, and they made one called Brotato.
Because he's downloading it as we speak right now. He's like, I'm starting.
It's very entertaining. It's either $4 or $5, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's early access, though, so they're adding stuff. That's all I have to have.
That's fair. Randall, last at bat
Stray.
here. Stray. Oh, okay. That's a good pick. And now just best indie in general. I don't know what. I guess we have Cult of the Lamb, Neon White, Sifu, Stray, and Tunic.
Cult of the Lamb. This is
Yeah,
again,
I'm picking
this is-
Tunic's locked in because this is the time of the night where Tunic needs to win something.
when it comes to indie stuff, I have to vote with my heart and not by what I think people are gonna
Yeah,
vote.
because these studios definitely need the cheerleading here. Randall, what you got?
Sifu.
Oh shit,
I knew that was coming.
he might be onto something. 'Cause, I mean, Sifu, when it came out, people were talking
It's
about
fun.
it. Yeah, like
It's
so.
fun, but once the camera starts fighting you, I get pissed.
Yeah. All right, Kelsey, what you got? You look like you're like, should I put my mortgage down on this or?
He's about to go all in. Look.
Yeah, he's about to go.
Oh, you talking to me? Sorry,
Yeah,
I was
dude.
listening to something else.
No, thank
I'm
you.
going with Tunic. Just because it's the only one on here that I've actually played and I really enjoyed it.
Let's go. Wait, did I put everything in the right spot? Yeah, I did. Next up, best ongoing game.
Ooh.
This is a good one. It's gonna be the live services. So, like, we have Apex Legends, Destiny 2. Why is this on here? Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. Why is Destiny 2 on here?
Because it's still ongoing.
Stop.
But here's the thing, and this is my vote. When you install Final Fantasy 14, you can play from level 0. You make a character to level 60, and you can play with the Heaven's Word expansion for free.
They're gonna watch this, Brian.
And then here's the thing. I don't care if people watch it. I gotta stay 10 toes down. Alright?
I don't know what that is, but I like it already. I never heard 10
Yes,
toes
you-
down.
You gotta stay committed, and you gotta stay firm. 10 toes down. and
That's what that means. Stay firm.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
So I'm going with Final Fantasy. If they
Okay.
watch it, I don't care. If they do, or if they don't, I don't care.
So if you want a sponsor, Brian, you just have to ask me so that I can like talk to the guys at Square. Like,
You have the rep right here, Brian.
Ask them if they need audio. I'll send my resume.
I'm voting for Fortnite because the no build was a game changer for me. It brought me back to Fortnite. So that's what I'm doing on that. Randall, what are you thinking? I don't care that you're
Fortnite.
disappointed. Kelsey, I saw you shake your head. You said Fortnite as well? Really? You sure? I remember I'm a sinking boat. Like I haven't won one right. Okay.
Maybe, but plot was he has one on one, so maybe he knows something.
Yeah, that's true. Brian, or Kelsey, what you got? Oh, I
Really
put it on
Apex.
I put it on the wrong one. I'm so sorry. You said Apex?
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a toss for me between Apex and Genshin, but I'm going to go with Apex. Because Genshin Impact they've been releasing a lot of characters and, they had a massive update, I think it was this year, where they opened up a whole new section and tons of other stuff.
Wait, you're talking about Genshin, but you voted Apex, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, wait, he's talking about Genshin. Did I fuck up and just auto-assume Apex? All right, next we have Games for Impact, which I think these are the ones that handle heavy, heavy topics and stuff.
Social issues.
Yeah. I haven't played any of these, so again, I have no business voting for this stuff, but we just got to make a prediction. We have A Memoir Blue, As Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Ending, Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, and I Was a Teenage Exocolonist.
When I did the voting, and this is bias again, because this is on my wish list, Citizen Sleeper is someone dealing with issues in space. I don't remember what the issue is. I think it's like a space colony.
Yeah.
Don't remember what the issues is. It's in space. The tag said choices matter.
Yeah.
And it was in space.
Yeah.
And it's on my wish list, so that's what I picked.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can look back at the sheet, Brian. You don't have to say anything else, right?
Okay. I just want to make sure that you understood why I picked it.
Oh no, I picked, and I'll add yours too if you want. But you told me the first couple sentences. Issues and space. I'm there.
Choices matter.
And choices matter. And space again. Yeah, I'm already there.
Space.
Randall, what you got?
Citizen Sleeper.
Oof.
This guy's
Kelsey, what you got?
I'm going to go with As Dusk Falls because it was on another category.
This guy a
Ooh.
hipster. This guy.
That's fine. Oh, that's it, guys. The final 7? I think it is.
There's 31 in total, so I don't know.
We have best performance up next.
Easy.
We have Ashley Birch for Horizon Forbidden West, Charlotte McBurney for A Plague Tale Requiem, Christopher Judge for God of War Ragnarok, Manon Gage for Immortality, Sunny. Wow, it's because I tried to Sujic. I tried to get his second name to go, and then I mixed them like an idiot for God of War as well.
I'm gonna vote immediately for Christopher Judge.
Oh yeah, that's
Again,
that's
this
absolutely for me too. I think
this
that's an
is
easy win.
It's past no, it's not past it. It's bias. But if you played the first one, you play into here. It's a journey. It's a journey performance.
I feel like his voice acting in the first one was better.
The for me, not the voice acting, the writing I think got lazy this time, and it started seeming like he was not speaking in that Nordic thing he was speaking to in the first one. It felt like a more modern.
It's
Yeah.
like general. It's a lot of times where it just felt like people were just saying shit. Even with him, Atreus,
Especially Freyr.
even Freya and Freyr, where sometimes you get the dialect that would fit their theme, and sometimes hey, fuck off, Pog.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are we doing?
But his, I don't contribute it to the writing where they just started saying modern stuff. I contributed to the character's journey. Is why I'm voting for him.
Gotcha.
If Charlotte's the main character for Plague Tale, that's another contender. Because for the first 5 minutes, I put out a fucking a grave for the dog.
But I thought you played it in French like I did.
I played it in French. I don't know if that's her or not.
Brian, the game's normally in English, so this lady is not the French lady you heard.
Even then,
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
To put your dog down like that?
I'm just letting you know, Brian. Like Charlotte is not. I don't believe is the French lady from
Anthony,
the
here's the thing.
voiceover. Okay,
Dead or Alive, who do I mean?
Dead or Alive 4,
Yeah,
Alpha 152.
you're wrong. Leon.
Oh,
In French, what is that?
the professional.
And then in animal form, what is that?
Spinning old man.
So that's not what it is. It's Leon. So that's why I feel
Okay,
the whole thing. But I think God of War. Sorry to spend time, but continue.
no problem. Randall, who do you got? I'm assuming Christopher Judge as well.
Atreus.
Oh, Trace. That's how you know he hasn't played through the whole game yet.
I'm
Okay.
actually going with Atreus as well.
And
I feel
he
like
played
had
it.
a better. I feel like he had a better representation of his character in this one. Like I will agree that Kratos went through a really like big change, but not necessarily the performance, the just overall writing for him just felt very static, like or not static,
Stagnant.
One-dimensional.
stagnant. Yeah, like it's not necessarily, it wasn't him, it was the writing. Like I feel like they didn't give him a lot of like openness to it. Like in the first one, there's a lot of anger and him trying to like control it, and then him dealing with the kid, and like he's sort of still doing that in the second one, but it's not to the same extent. But
Did we play the same game?
Here's the thing, Kelsey. I want to argue with you, but it's gonna have to be in the DMs because not all of us beat it.
That is wild. There's okay. All right. Hey,
Like, there was a lot of like seriously, there was a lot of times that it sounded like it wasn't even Christopher Judge actually speaking some of Kratos' lines, that it was like either a bot that was using his voice or something, and it didn't sound like Kratos.
okay. Good luck to you and your choice. Right. That is wild.
It's wrong, but
I don't know if it's wrong. I'm just saying good luck to you and your choice. I have no idea. Oh man. And Brian, you're not changing, right? Or you
No, not at all. I'm 10
All right.
toes down.
10? Okay, he's 10 toes down. Best audio design is up next. I don't know why Call of Duty's on here. Again, like it has audio, like a good right. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo 7, and Horizon Forbidden West. So audio design. Does somebody have a description for this? Like, what does this entail?
It says recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Is that not enough?
You're lying. That's the only sentence they have?
Yes.
That's
Like
terrible.
if you're on their page, it literally, that's what it says.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to give it to Elden Ring because I feel like
I took it when it's audio design and Jeff Keighley's the one hosting. I'm like, this is wrong, right?
Well, look at the
So
first
the way-
nomination.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this is not the first Call of Duty that's gotten this.
Yeah.
2 years ago, is it the first Modern Warfare? Got it, and everything was distorting. How is that good audio design? So then I was like, what sounds good? And I've played 3 out of 5. So there's a disclaimer. Call of Duty is not it.
Actually, 2 years ago, it wasn't even nominated. Not even last year.
There is one, I don't remember what
It might have been
year it's like.
2019 then, because it wasn't the
It's a
last 2
year.
years.
Whichever one Modern Warfare 1, the remake, was nominated, that shit was distorting. Whatever year that was. Stop. Elden Ring, I vote for. It's that and the third one. Elden Ring, at least for score. Like music and stuff. Well done. When there's people near you that you need to hear for story reasons, you'll hear them and you know where to turn. Good job at least. If not for audio, at least for gameplay, it's very immersive. So I'll give him at least a thumbs up. God of War, any sound cue you would need to beat the game, you hear.
Not for
And
Kelsey.
sound cue.
Kelsey
No,
had
no,
the
no.
opposite
No,
happen.
No. Sound cue. Visual cue is a different argument, in which I wholeheartedly agree with Kelsey, because there's times when I fought the berserkers, and this is what happens. Kratos is this. It says behind you, brother. As this is happening, behind you, brother.
There were.
Visual cues. There's no one that's gonna agree with you more, Kelsey. I understand. That shit is whack. But audio design, at least, I will give, minus Mimir drinking on the job. I will give.
So the audio, like I have a couple of complaints with it. One, I don't feel like they told you as much when stuff was happening. Like Mimir, it was like they actually limited Mimir's view to whatever's on the right ass cheek rather than like all of your back, like he did in the first game. Okay, and then not to mention, there were times that like there were boss enemies that would jump up into the air and then slam down on you. On your right, brother. No,
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's not.
I'm
I
dead.
promise you, it's not. Okay.
As I'm dead. That's his favorite sight.
Yeah, and then he doesn't tell me until like it's already coming down and it's too late for me to actually move and do stuff. Okay. And then what was the when you upgrade gear in with one of the dwarves, every other they say this, they only have 2 lines. Okay, you upgrade, like if you like upgrade it constantly back to back, they have 2 lines. One of them is you better get that nice and bloody, and then I forget what the other one is, because the bloody one just like irked my brain listening to it every other time.
I think it's like it looks good, or Kratos would say it fits well or something. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
the
this
armor.
fits well or whatever. Like they could have done a lot better with the audio and the fucking camera. I can't even tell you how many bosses I could have beaten like instantly if the fucking camera worked. Like I'm like okay, so that like if I'm Kratos and there's an enemy here that's like, far away from the camera, and there's a one right here that's next to me, and I'm like, okay, go to the next one. It won't get off of this one, and then if it finally does, it spins me around to somebody who's in the back, and I'm like, this is bullshit.
This might be a spoiler. Have you fought the berserker where there's 3 of them?
I've already beaten all of them. I
Okay.
100%ed the game.
Do you remember the one where it's 2 mages and a stupid bitch?
Yeah.
When they spawn, I did Tron pose. I locked onto one. I hit the right stick. It said, "No, trust me, this is the guy." I hit the right stick again. It unlocked from everybody.
Yeah, I had mine randomly unlock and lock on things
And
a
then-
ton.
Anthony, I swear to you, this is what the game does. He'll be off camera, not in the same distance. If I'm like in your front door and you're where you are, it'll round up. He'll do this, and then just a raging demon to where you are to hit you.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
fights
move-
that
and-
they
and this-
track a
this is the
lot.
move. This is the move. This is just what he does. Like he goes across the fight,
Yeah.
and then once you get hit by it, man, behind you, bro. The fuck?
Dude, it was awful. Like, and then there's like 43 different settings for the camera, and like not having it keep whatever the thing is in front of you in view. Like if you're not like locked onto it, you have 2 settings that you have to turn off for it to not be like oh, you're running by it. Let me just Okay, there it is.
The auto setting where it picks up stuff for you, it only does this when I'm in a boss fight and he's running at me, basically gun out essentially. And then my character's like, I gotta pick this up. And he stomps and you're in action, like unactionable. So it'll stomp and then he punches through my entire chest and then I can redo the fight.
Like,
That's-
and then, God forbid, if the thing that you kill is exploding, because it will not unlock and lock onto something else. Like you literally, like it doesn't matter how much you hit the thing, it will not go into something else. I don't know what they did between this game and the first game, but they fucked it up hardcore.
I have whatever. What I do is I click the left stick. Whatever direction that lets me sprint, I commit to that direction.
Oh
Whenever
my
someone's
God.
exploding. But that being said, audio design usually good. Besides Mimir, I give it to Elden Ring because when you hear, or you hear some kind of bullshit, you have it's so that you know that there's bullshit in here.
You added more points to why I'm gonna pick Elden Ring because like the NPCs talking to you and like you hear shit that you're like, oh, I'm gonna go investigate. For me, it's just the battles. Any boss battle, they have great score in the background. When people hit, you feel like the ground is breaking up underneath of you. Like when they swing, it sounds like you just missed it when you rolled by it. Like the battles
The voice
are,
acting is good too.
and the voice
I mean,
acting is really good.
I'm biased because I like European accents.
Yeah.
But usually, when a boss fight starts and he says some shit to you, I gulp because I know that the way that they're talking to me is the same energy as what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they fucking back it up in Elden Ring. Like when they say you will not move, tarnished. I'm like, I don't think I'm moving from here for a
When
while.
Millennia, which I don't know if Anthony knows, but she every time she beats you, she says, I forget what she says, but she essentially gives you her title. She's like Millennia, the undefeated sword, or something along those lines. And every time you lose to her, you're like, damn, she's the undefeated sword.
She's the undefeated sword of Mekhala.
Yeah. And she says it every time she beats you.
I'm gonna be hearing it a lot then when I stream me trying to beat her.
But yeah, like I as much as I dislike FromSoft games gameplay wise, audio design, I have to give it to them. I don't know what everybody's gonna vote for. This is just me time now.
Yeah,
I think it's Elden Ring.
Randall, you've been quiet over there.
Gran Turismo.
What the fuck? What does he know? What the fuck does he know? All right, Kelsey. I think Randall saw that we were all going to pick Elden Ring, so he's like, this is my chance to pick something else and get ahead.
It's definitely Elden Ring.
Okay. Alrighty. We're going to, I guess it's the two back-to-back music ones. So we have best score in music. We have, damn the names, bro. Olivier Deriviere? I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. That sounds like you were making fun of him, dude. Like that's not.
Well, is there an I after the V?
Yes.
So it'd be Derivieri. I don't know.
Why'd you go Italian?
I don't know where they're from. You don't know either.
Okay, but I'm asking you if you had inside information.
I'm just trying, man.
That's for A Plague Tale. We have Tsukasa Saito for Elden Ring. Bear McCreary for God of War Ragnarok. Two Feathers for Metal Hellsinger. Yasunori Mitsuda for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. All right.
I'm gonna go with Elden Ring because when boss fights happen, you feel that you've ascended.
Yeah, it really is. Once those boss has happened, dude, it is immersion.
It's a personality thing because you feel you're ascended, or you feel that you just witnessed Ultra Instinct Goku in front of you.
Yeah.
But like the score speaks volumes. Even on the menu screen, I enjoy the music.
The main menu like score in the beginning, like audibly prepares you that you're gonna have a time playing right now. You're entering the land between, right?
It's very choiry because they know that you're gonna change religions just to beat the game.
Yeah.
So I'm personally voting for Elden Ring.
Randall, what do you got?
So, from this point forward, every vote that I have will be God of War.
Oh, okay.
Are they on all the rest of them?
Yeah, they are.
Even art direction?
Yep. So I guess I can just save my time here and just do God of War for all these for you. Is there any way of like exiting the podcast early or?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Something I said, Randall? Come back.
Yeah, like.
I haven't been going anywhere.
Bro, I didn't mean it.
All right, Kelsey, what do you got for score and music?
I'll be back. Hold on.
Okay.
I already said my vote though, right?
Yes, you picked Elden Ring for score and music. Kelsey, what you got for score and music?
I'm going with Elden Ring as well.
Alrighty. Next up is Best Art Direction. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Scorn, and Stray. This one, I can't believe I'm gonna fucking say it, but Scorn, right? Like, I have not seen anything so sexual be passed and go mainstream in my life, right? And it's art. Right? I don't know why Randall didn't even vote for Scorn.
I don't know.
Like
I don't-
art direction?
I
I
don't
have
think I-
not. Go ahead.
But again, like I was saying earlier, all these votes that I'm making aren't my votes. I'm just, I'm making assumptions on what I think most people are going to say.
Okay.
And even though Scorn is an interesting game, I don't really think a lot of people played it.
I can see that.
So if a lot of people didn't play, this is just me like spitballing off the top of my head. Like if a lot of people didn't play it, then I don't foresee them
Voting
voting
for.
for it.
I mean, Stray as well also had a really good art. Like, it was a great looking game. These were all great looking games.
Yeah. I'm at this point. That's why I said from this point forward, I'm picking God of War because I'm just thinking in terms of what was the last biggest thing released, and it was God of War. So that's the one game that's fresh on everybody's mind while they're voting.
Yeah. God, I hope you're wrong, because the Elden Ring needs to win Game of the Year. I'm sorry, you're gonna hear my bias right now, right? But oof. All right, I don't even know I don't know what to vote for. I feel
like Elden Ring would be Game of the Year, but I feel like it's going to be one of those moments where it's like, of course, it's going to be Elden Ring, and then Game of the Year goes to God of War Ragnarok, and we're all like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what? I'm sure you guys were relevant, but it's gonna be like, I knew it. 3 points.
Yeah.
Anyway, for best art direction, I don't even know.
I mean,
I'm going for Scorn, man. Like I keep looking at it, and I haven't seen something so fucking gross looking and like dark like in a while. I don't know.
I'm going with Elden Ring simply because God of War didn't make a ton of changes between this game and the previous game.
Yeah.
They added a little bit, they definitely gave you more in the view in some of the areas, like when you're overlooking some of the cliffs and things, but they didn't really give a whole lot in terms of new designs for things. Elden Ring, all of the bosses, for the most part, like all the big bosses especially, are super unique, and they have a lot of like different things that they do, and
There's personality for all of them.
Yeah, like you know who you're fighting just based on their moveset,
Even their silhouette. Like if you were just to, feel their color, like exactly who it is.
Yeah.
I would think so anyway.
Which game is this?
This is best art direction, and we're voting for best art direction. Yeah, you're the last. You came just in time. You're the last one.
I'm Elden Ring, God of War, same art direction. Horizon,
Really?
it's the same as the first game. I feel Scorn and Stray is where I think
Elden
should
Ring?
actually. Elden Ring, God of War.
You said they were both the same.
I feel same art direction.
Okay.
I feel at
Well,
least.
that's fine. I just wanted to confirm that's what you said.
Horizon, I have not seen. I've seen zero of this game, so I don't know. But
It
I'm
looks prettier.
assuming-
There's more polys on screen. I can tell you that.
I'm assuming Aloy's prettier, the
Yep.
land's prettier, robot enemies.
Nailed it.
Okay.
You fucking nailed it.
Scorn is basically, imagine if you lived in a meatloaf, from what I've seen.
A meatloaf? I was gonna say like a pastrami sandwich or something.
Like if roast beef was playable, that's what it looked like. Stray, the little bits I've seen, yeah, it's just a cat, but the world seemed. It's weird because it's very robotic in terms of who's inhabiting it, and it felt very vibrant still. So as far as different, I think it's between those two. If I had a,
If you had a vote, like yeah, you do need to vote.
if it's most different, it's Scorn. If it's best different, it's I think Stray.
So the vote
It's
is
Stray.
okay. All right, that one. This can set us apart. We all pick something different finally. Best narrative: A Plague
Easy.
Tale, Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and Immortality. I have not finished Plague Tale Requiem. I'm like I think about halfway through it, and I will not be voting for that. The pacing seems a little slower, and the narrative is not. I don't know. I may say again.
You finished the first one, all right?
Yeah, and I again, it could be like looking through rose-tinted glasses or whatever, but I felt like the first one was tighter pacing, more stuff was happening. There's more dialogue between her and the kid, and I don't know. So far in the sequel, it's like not cool shit's happening, and like
It's more like puzzle based.
yeah, like they're adding more puzzles too, and it's like I don't know. Then it starts taking away from that pacing of like the narrative happening. But again, I'm only like halfway, so I'm definitely voting for God of War on this. From this list of games, I love Elden Ring for gameplay. I don't love Elden Ring for lore because I don't digest the lore. They don't present the lore in a way that God of War does, where it's like a movie, a long movie or multiple TV show when you follow characters. Where Elden Ring is just exploring, but that's not how I like a narrative told.
Elden Ring. The lore is interesting from what I've picked up just from playing. Like you said, it's not given to you. It's not the forefront. It's stuff you pick up along the way from playing the game.
Yeah,
They focus on gameplay. You have to essentially to earn or find your story.
yeah, you sure do.
From what I found and from what I've earned, it doesn't. God of War is more impelling or like enticing, because in Elden Ring, whenever in any open world game, when I see something that doesn't say friend, I go and kill it, and that's how I make my way around the world. Is that an enemy? Yes, I have to murder it. With God of War, sure that is the case to an extent, but the story is so strong that you forget about side stuff at a certain point, and it's all about narrative. Before, like when the game started, it's like, oh, first main mission. What can I do? What can I do? New area. What can I do? What can I do? It's to a point where the story that they're telling is so enticing and so important that I forget about other stuff to do, and I just want to know how this ends. And that's why I'm not at this. Yeah, like Anthony said, at this point, I'm not voting for what I think people would vote for. I'm voting for what I think should win, and I think it's God of War.
That's what kept me playing it, to be honest. It's just the narrative.
I'm going with God of War as well, because, like you said, Elden Ring, it has some narrative, but not like a ton. Horizon Forbidden West, I hadn't even finished because the narrative bored me, and I haven't played the other two. But God of War Ragnarok, at a certain point, well, some of the side quest stuff got really kind of boring because it didn't feel as rewarding as it did in the first game. And then so I decided to just like finish the story, and then like you get to a certain part and you're just like, holy shit, now I really want to finish the story.
Yeah, there's a point in it
So-
where it hooks you and you're like, wait, what? And then you want to see what the hell happens. So that's that. Alrighty. Best game direction. We have Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality, and Stray. Game direction. I don't know, man. I love what Elden Ring did for the open world. Right. So much shit you actually just find out on your own by exploring.
Game direction. That's where you're at.
Yeah, man.
Awarded for. Did you already say what it's for?
I didn't read this. I don't have the description in front of me. I have my.
Wow. Awarded
Google
for
Sheets.
outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
I love what they did for open world. Elden Ring felt like a true exploring of open
For
world.
real.
Like I have nothing. Yeah. Again, in terms of gameplay, nothing comes close right now.
We're at the point where, again, I feel passionately enough where I'm not guessing what people will think. It's more of
This gotta win.
I go against the common belief. Game direction, and you said game design. Elden Ring and FromSoft games, game design is always flawed and it's gimmick, and it's just to keep the player from playing, and it's designed in a way where we'll hit you with some gimmick so that you're like, what the fuck was that? And then you're angry and then you proceed through it. It's not a game, and I always equate it to Mega Man X games, where they teach you design through just trying it, and then you're like, oh, this does this? Okay, this is how I proceed. Whereas FromSoft games teach you through gimmicks that you cannot see coming, and then you have to remember that to proceed. That is why game design-wise, I don't respect FromSoft.
Okay.
Sure, Bloodborne, very fun. My favorite from their games, because the world they build. Same thing with Elden Ring. They build great worlds, narratively. But when it comes to design, the combat will always be dog shit to me, because it's always you lose to gimmicks, or you lose to things that you don't. You have to die to this so you remember that that's there. They don't teach you in a way that makes sense, or like classic like game design. So I will never give it to a FromSoft game until they learn.
Okay.
God
So
of
you-
War, I think, from what I've played at least, I give it to God of War because when a new enemy comes and you see their health bar and it's full of one color, you're like, I should probably hit it with the opposite because nothing's happening. And they teach you by like trial instead of just, I died, all my resources are in this one spot. What the fuck just happened? I guess I have to cycle through this stupid gimmick. So through bias alone, I choose God of War over Elden Ring in this.
That is so wild. That's such a hot take.
And this is how I feel about every game they've made.
Randall, which one are you gonna vote for? Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it. Kelsey, what you got?
So, real quick side note. Apparently,
Oh.
Christopher Judge wants to play Kratos in the God of War TV show, which I didn't know there was even going to be.
Yeah, you gave me two headlines. Like, there's a God of War TV show? Like, I didn't even know that was a thing happening.
How is he gonna pull that off?
I mean, he's gonna have to bulk out, and they're, because like you can make anybody ashy,
Yeah, that's not difficult.
but he's already got the voice, and I'm sure he can do the beard. So
He already has a beard, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, he has one.
Like,
Christopher Judge.
But
And
isn't
he's
he kind of dark though?
yeah, but
He
okay.
doesn't look like Kratos from the game, but I mean, if it's the voice, I'll take it.
Yeah, and they'll just paint over him, Randall. Like, there's people who do full body paints. It's fine. That's makeup for. That's what the makeup department's for. But would you rather have an Uncharted movie with fucking Tom Holland playing Nathan?
You just went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Right? Like, this is a way better step in the direction, right?
Call Drake.
we need another Hellboy.
Yeah, like what?
I, can
I
be
don't think
Hellboy
so.
if you want. You know what? I can be Kratos if you want. Hold on. Boy.
That was
All right.
pretty good.
I felt it. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, I felt it.
There you go. Oh, I can be with Mir. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, brother.
I thought you were gonna say to your right.
to your right, brother. Oh, you're dead?
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. You like that? Which one?
I think the Mimir one is your.
Kratos
That's
is
what.
better.
Oh no. Well, I'm the casting director, so it's Mimir you're playing, right? All right.
Okay. I'm honestly, and this is a private conversation. I'm glad you picked Mimir because I like that accent more.
Okay. Kelsey's.
I'm
Did
going
you-
with Elden Ring. If you're waiting
Okay.
on me.
Yeah, I don't know if you said it because you or not.
No,
So
I mean I like in terms of I sort of see what Brian's talking about, but like with this one, they definitely had much more of a
of
the
a learning
the
curve.
open world
Yeah.
concept. First of all, was huge for this game pattern because Demon Souls was extremely linear. Dark Souls, for the
All of
most
them.
part, was fairly linear. Like you
Even
couldn't
Bloodborne.
you couldn't really do anything extra. Bloodborne was super linear. They opened it up some because they gave you different directions you could go in, but you still like had to keep going that direction. Um, Elden Rings I feel like it had a little bit more of a creative story than the others, compared to other Dark Souls games. And I think, yeah, you know, the lore and things is still kind of confusing, and the endings don't really make a lot of sense and don't feel like they're as rewarding. But I think Elden Ring still did really well with it, with the game direction.
And then game of the year is A Plague Tale, Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
I vote for God of War just because the narrative held me more than the Elden Ring open world. So I vote for God of War.
We still on best game direction?
No, this is
No,
game
no,
of the year.
Game of the year. Game of the
Okay.
year.
It's Elden Ring without a shadow of a doubt. Any other answer is completely wrong. Period.
Until he beats Millennium, then it makes sense.
That doesn't make any sense
It does.
I'm also giving it to Elden Ring.
because
God
you
of
have
War was fun. It was cool.
it's a
but,
narrative
like,
game.
But
it
he
does.
beat Millennia, so I respect his opinion.
And not even just that. Like a lot of what they changed between the first and the second one, I was really kind of upset with. I really wish they had gone more of like the lore route, like they did in the first one, where when you actually talk to those stupid fucking little things, it was like, oh, this is a story about so and so, and gives you like background on them and whatever. Not, somebody posted, beware. I don't know what it means, but it's there. Who fucking cares? Like, I don't give a shit. Why am I having to run around and find these for them just to be like, hey, here you go. Cool.
You talking about Elden Ring and God of War for that?
God of War. You
Okay.
had to go around and find all the lore that wasn't actually lore. It was a bunch of, a fucking soup fried rice recipe, or, the dwarves being like,
I'm
you
glad
know-
you mentioned that one specifically.
I don't know. I personally gave God of War an 8 out of 10 for the game, and then gave Elden Ring a 10 out of 10 because I think Elden Ring did everything it was supposed to correctly, and then there's a lot of shit in God of War that they either changed or did not live up to.
And there you have it. Good luck to your
Well, Brandon
choices.
didn't invite.
Yeah, he did.
Said God of War for everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well, I didn't hear him.
welcome to the podcast, Brian. Like,
So-
Only
Here's the
because
thing.
Sifu was not on the list.
imagine
Yeah.
if Sifu was on this list, why bother doing the prediction? That game is not game of the year material.
I agree with what you said though about the fucking the side quest being random fucking cooking mama stuff that didn't have anything to do with the actual world plot.
Like I realize that there's a ton of lore that they can do, but it's also extremely limited in some sense. And they did a great job in the first one of being like, hey, we're explaining characters and all this other stuff. And in this one, it's literally, Diary of Anne Frank. Like it's just, it's their thoughts and feelings on things that they read and everything that they have that are like, who the fuck would put this stuff on a goddamn lore tablet? Like seriously, this is something that you find like it's hidden in somebody's bedroom because they wrote down in their own diary that they were angry.
Yeah, as far as side stuff, I think Elden Ring wins. But Elden Ring never had me stop exploring to just beeline. Besides just me wanting to get getting it over with, for me at least.
That's why you've chosen correctly.
I mean, incorrectly, correctly, we'll find out.
Watch fucking Horizon win.
No, I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure
God.
I'm pretty sure, honestly, I'm pretty sure you guys are right though. I think Elden Ring's gonna win. This is just me voting for God of War.
Well, we'll see. Come Thursday. And that's a wrap. Thank you guys for watching, listening. We'll see you when we see you. Bye.